How a patient's lies got me fired from my hospital job. In June 2024, I walked into my shift at Riverside General Hospital, where I'd been a dedicated nurse for 7 years, expecting another day of helping patients through their toughest moments. I never imagined that a single patient's false accusations would cost me my job, tarnish my reputation, and push me into a fight for my career. This is my story, shared here on YouTube to expose how one lie can unravel everything and to inspire others to stand up against injustice. I'd always prided myself on my work in the hospital's emergency department. The chaos of the ER suited me: quick decisions, comforting patients, and collaborating with a tight-knit team. My performance reviews were stellar, and patients often thanked me for my care. But on June 15, 2024, everything changed. I was assigned to a patient, Ms. Carter, who arrived with a minor injury but a volatile demeanor. She was upset about wait times and lashed out at staff, including me. I stayed professional, treated her injury, and ensured she was comfortable before discharge. I thought that was the end of it. A week later, I was called into the HR office. The director sat me down and said, "We've received a serious complaint about you." My stomach dropped. Ms. Carter had accused me of verbally abusing her, claiming I'd yelled at her and ignored her pain. I was floored. I explained my side. I'd been calm, followed protocol, and even documented her aggressive behavior in her chart. But HR wasn't interested. They said they were investigating and sent me home. I felt blindsided, replaying the interaction obsessively, wondering if I'd missed something. Days later, I received a termination letter. The hospital cited patient mistreatment based on Ms. Carter's complaint, claiming it violated their code of conduct. They hadn't interviewed my colleagues who were present or reviewed the full patient chart. Worse, they reported me to the state nursing board, putting my license at risk. I later learned Ms. Carter had a history of filing complaints against healthcare workers at other facilities, but the hospital never bothered to verify her claims. It felt like they just wanted the issue gone, and I was the easiest target. The aftermath was crushing. I loved my job, and losing it felt like losing a piece of myself. Friends and family supported me, but I heard whispers in my community. She must have done something. The shame and anxiety kept me up at night. I knew I had to fight back, so I hired a lawyer, dipping into my savings to cover the costs. We demanded hospital records, witness statements, and any evidence supporting Ms. Carter's claims. The hospital resisted, citing privacy concerns, but we persisted. The breakthrough came when we accessed the ER's incident logs and statements from 2 colleagues who'd worked with me that day. Both confirmed I'd been professional, and the logs showed Ms. Carter's complaints were inconsistent with the timeline of her visit. We also found a security camera clip, grainy, but clear enough to show me calmly interacting with her. Armed with this, we filed a wrongful termination lawsuit in September 2024. The legal process was exhausting. The hospital's lawyers painted me as careless, twisting minor charting errors from years ago to question my competence. Ms. Carter, meanwhile, stopped cooperating after her initial complaint, leaving the hospital scrambling to justify their decision. In March 2025, the court ruled in my favor. The judge found no evidence of abuse and criticized the hospital's rushed investigation. I was awarded back pay and damages, and the nursing board closed their case against me. It was a victory, but the emotional toll lingered. Months of stress, self-doubt, and financial strain had taken their toll. This ordeal taught me how fragile a career can be when someone lies, and how institutions can prioritize their image over the truth. I'm sharing this to warn others in healthcare. Document every interaction, know your rights, and don't let false accusations define you. I'm now working at a smaller clinic, rebuilding my confidence, but I'll never forget how one patient's lies nearly destroyed me. If you're facing something similar, keep fighting. The truth matters, and you're not alone.